Mike Tyson has one of the most bizarre brains I think I've ever seen, aided by drugs and probably debauchery. He was on Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive, aptly named for this episode, talking about a myriad of psychotic things, but also hilarious. And we're going to take a look and see just how far we can weave this web of Mike Tyson's brainstem to his oration of words. That's right, he's an orator. And how truly this can affect this fight with Jake Paul, potentially where Mike's at physically, mentally going into it, and why you potentially, we already are, but why you should be maybe more worried about Mike Tyson. Let's take a look.
You know what sucks that we're like by default supposed to or like have to like kind of dislike him right now.
No shot. No way.
I love Mike.
We love you, Mike.
This is beautiful. We're still in business, guys.
Come on, bro. We're still in business.
Yeah.
The last time we had you on the podcast, what, 5 years ago? Took more shrooms than I've ever seen. In
5 grams. It was, that clip went so viral.
Yeah.
Like, it helped put our show on. In a
Really?
ways.
Yeah, it totally did. And you played with a pigeon while tripping on mushrooms? You remember that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's crazy because like it's a moment for us that we talk about all the time. Like all the time.
He's like, I don't remember any of that. I don't even know who you guys are. Who are you?
Dude, Mike is so spaced out. Even right now, I bet he's on some sort of drug. He still looks like a f***ing monster. Look at his arms. Holy shit. But dude, I watched that first episode. Listen, I don't have a gauge on what is a good amount of mushrooms and what isn't, but he was taking fistfuls of mushrooms and stuffing them into his face. No water. And was just like grunting. Like, that has to do something to your brainstem, dude. Like, there's no way psychedelics don't like deteriorate part of your brain. I don't know. I don't know what mushrooms is supposed to do, but taking that amount, to me, that's like eating the weed off the plant, dude.
How you been, Mike? How you feeling?
Awesome. Just excited. I've been excited since I've been champion. This is awesome.
Yeah, you feeling the energy out there? People are excited.
Really beautiful. Really beautiful.
Yeah.
How's your physical?
Mike's go-to adjective is beautiful. When they asked him how he felt about his health, he's like, I'm beautiful. How you feel about the fight? It's beautiful. There's no other word that describes anything going on more than beauty. But again, you heard what he said. He said, this is the most excited I've been since I was champion. I don't know if he means that or if he is like recalling it that way, but it's got to be just the fan buzz and interest, you know? Because like with the Roy Jones fight, we were in COVID, right? So there wasn't many press conferences. I don't know if there was one, but there definitely wasn't fans there. So this is giving Mike the juice again, you know?
I'm doing great. You know, I had a problem. What was that stuff called again? Baby, what's that?
No.
Huh?
Ulcer.
Also, I had ulcer, yeah.
Oh, that's not that big. I mean, it's a big deal.
Why did Logan say no? Like Mike shouldn't say what it was.
What was that stuff called again? Baby, what's that?
No.
Huh?
Y'all heard that? Everybody already knew what it was. Maybe Logan just looking out for him, doesn't want to give out, and he kind of like whatever. But I think everybody already knew that was what it was.
Ulcer.
Also, I had ulcer, yeah.
Oh, that's not that big. I mean, it's a big deal.
Oh,
But you can get past it.
Yeah, I got past it, thank God.
How do you feel about the presser? And did anything unexpected happen?
Nah, it's just this is beautiful, man. This is just,
Beautiful counter. Number
this
3.
is what the world needs. I know it sounds crazy, but this is what the world really needs right now.
You fighting Jake Paul is what the world needs.
Yeah, well, listen,
Logan laughed a little too hard. Mike did not like that. Mike's pissed. What are you laughing at? Come on now. We're almost in fight mode. We're almost in camp mode. You can't be laughing that hard, Logan.
the pay-per-views prove it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So that's the truth. But I know it looks crazy. You look at a YouTube guy, you look at me, but look at look what we brought here. Look what we did. That's not funny at all.
No.
I told you. He got pissed about that.
That's not funny at all.
No. It's very serious.
Yeah, now that's not funny at all. You can't laugh at that.
Mike, I don't want to.
Yo, Mike Tyson would have been, and still would be, by the way, the most terrifying individual to sit in front of and have a conversation with.
Laugh at anything that might upset you, mostly because when I sit with you, I think of 1990s, like Atlantic City, Mike. I'm quite scared. I'm not because of the first show we did. But when I watch you now, a lot of it is life is beautiful. I want to embrace you. I want to touch your hand or hug you. I want to play with small animals maybe and embrace them as well. Is there any?
I want to touch your hand or hug you. Mike, we're going a little bit too far here. We could just say that, he's a little bit calmer. What are we talking about here, huh?
Chance we can?
I have small animals.
I know.
Yeah.
Is there any chance we can just get you to say something quickly for just 10 seconds of old school 1990s Mike? Can you just say some really fucked
stop
up
him?
shit?
Yeah.
Like, here, I'll
Thanks.
help you. Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Jake Paul.
I love it. Greg from the clouds, dude. Now I understand why Logan wants him to shut up. Now I get. Hey, Mike, that's supposed to be Jake Paul, just so you know. Okay? That picture that looks exactly like Jake, that's supposed to be Jake Paul.
Yo, Mike, I'm the problem child, and I'm gonna fuck you up, and I'm gonna fuck all the fans up too after.
You look like Aquaman.
I was looking for something. I was looking for
smoked, bro. You got absolutely smoked,
I was looking for something a little bit more.
You ain't coming back from that one.
That is crazy. Look at, oh, Jesus. Mike, don't look at me like that. Mike went from, I'll fuck you till you love me, to you look like Aquaman. That's the effect of mushrooms, ladies and gentlemen. If there's any better promo for mushrooms sedating you and changing you as a person, there you go.
Absolutely, that's going to happen, but this is what I learned from prior experience. When that tough guy Mike Tyson comes out, when it's not necessary to come out, I'm always in handcuffs. So I'm very careful when that guy comes out.
You break out in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Every time I drink, get ready to get in a fight, I break out in handcuffs.
But do you ever worry that
Crazy.
Mike dies? Like, what if you show up in the ring November 15th and you, instead of fighting, you start reciting poetry? You know what I'm saying? Or you know, like I said before, find a small animal to pet in the center of the ring. Like, are you sure you can access that killer still?
Hey, listen, and it's unfortunately I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. That's that.
Dude, the quietness in the room after he says that. By the way, what was that lead into the question from Mike? What the fuck?
That's. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy died, but he's here to stay.
How do you access him?
Just love my children, love my family. That's how I just basically get rid of the guy.
No. How do you bring him back? Like, what's gonna do it?
Listen, he wants to come back every second of my life, so it's so easy for him to come back.
Have you seen that scene in The Avengers? You ever seen The Avengers?
Love the Avengers.
Do you know that scene where Bruce Banner, the Hulk, is like, "That's my secret, Doctor. I'm always angry." And then he turns into the Hulk.
Yes.
I feel like that's you.
Low-key, Logan, he almost had it. Essentially, Logan's correct with the comparison there. That no matter what Mike Tyson does, whether it's mushrooms, weed, trying to, you know, be more of a family man, which is crazy. It's like he's a animal that's trying to sedate himself. How psychotic is that, like, to think about? I mean, first off, it's pretty impressive that he's able to, like, understand it. But to be like, I have to do this amount of stuff, or that dude comes out and I can't control it, that's crazy, man. Have the wherewithal to try, right? Like, he's always talked about it. He talked about it in the Hotboxing episode with Sugar Ray. And while he's not the greatest, you know, wordsmith, when he drops gems, and it's usually when he talks about himself, he has probably the best self-understanding at this point in his life and is able to verbalize it more so than any. Like, I couldn't verbalize what my deepest demons are the way Mike can. And it's so believable because of who he was. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing I have to know, and all that shit, we're going to keep it real, right?
Yeah.
Only thing I have to think of is being younger and people bullying me.
Oh, that's how you get there.
So
he almost like, it sounds like he almost cries in that moment just thinking about it. Listen to the way his voice changes when he like, him thinking about it to say the whole bullying thing. It sounds like he's about to cry.
Only thing I have to know, and all that shit, we're going to keep it real, right?
Yeah.
Only thing I have to think of is being younger and people bullying me. Closer it gets to the fight, I'll feel bullied. Yeah, I get that feeling.
Because he's gonna ramp up as well. I know Jake. You know he's a shit talker. You know, and he'll get under your skin.
Listen, this is what I found out from how old am I now? What, 58? You know what I found out? The shit talkers get all the money. The shit talkers get all the attention.
Yeah.
The shit talkers get everything. We get a bad rap, but we get everything else.
Yeah, they do.
Good. Yeah.
Facts. Facts, dude. The best fighters in the world have gone down as broke or never achieving the level of revenue as others. When you think of the best fighters in the world, it's a different conversation than the greatest of all time sometimes. The greatest of all time, you think of Mike Tyson. You think of Muhammad Ali. But the best for Mike Tyson's era was Vander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. They don't get the same attention. You think of KSI, shut up. They don't get the same attention as Mike did because he was outlandish, because he was, I mean, Mike Tyson.
It's crazy watching you on stage with him now because he says some pretty disrespectful stuff, and it seems like you're not playing the game. Like you don't care to.
I don't think that's disrespectful. I've been disrespected before, and that's not even the same class of disrespect. He's giving me compliments, if anything.
Well, Mike, he loves you. You know, everyone has to respect your ability as a boxer, and you're just a great person. And I know, like, you and Jake are just our whole family. We've been like,
yeah,
close.
I love him too, but it's business. We all have to do business.
It's business, and it's boxing, man. Like, some crazy shit can happen in that ring.
Hey, but it's who we are. Forget what everybody says. This guy's a YouTuber, this is a YouTuber. This guy's a fighter. You know what I mean? I've been many things too, but I'm a fighter. I'm an actor. I sell. I'm a salesman. I'm an entrepreneur. But we're fighters. That's who we really are. More than all this other stuff that we got going on, we're fighters. Him too.
It's good that Mike actually like acknowledges that about Jake and isn't just completely oblivious to what he's stepping into. Because so many guys didn't, like, they said these words, but they didn't. It feels like Mike acknowledges it. Like, yeah, bro, I know, I've seen enough, you know? But, man, I've seen so many guys be like, no, I'm not underestimating him, and then in the same breath, and Mike's done this too, to be fair, but he's a YouTuber.
See, the difference between me and all the other guys that he fought, they weren't apprehensive or afraid of him. I'm apprehensive and scary, so I'm totally different than them.
You're scary.
I'm just that kind of person. You know what I mean? I'm just a scary guy. You know, that's who I am. It's my nerves, my scared, because I don't want to get angry or anything. That's why I'm scared.
You're the scariest, but are you scared at all? How much do you respect Jake's KO power? Are you scared at all?
I'm not gonna let him hit me. Just put my chin out there and let him hit me. No.
Why would you?
What is your biggest concern?
Why would you? I do like that, though. Again, it doesn't mean a lot when the fight comes, probably not, but I like the mindset of Mike when he fights. Fear is a massive motivator in all aspects of your life. Could be a demotivator if you let it control you, but if you are able to control your fear, it's a massive motivator for what it is that you can or can't do. And in the terms of fighting, I think it's one of the greatest motivators. Creates alertness, gives you an understanding of the situation, doesn't let you rest on your laurels, prepares you, or at least drives you to prepare in a way that keeps you from making that fear a reality. All that stuff. He understands what he's walking into, which again, maybe is worse because of what I think is going to happen. But what we can't say is that Mike got swindled into something here. Right? That's what we can't say because he clearly understands what he's getting into.
Is it your gas tank?
No, I'm doing really well.
All right, on the cardio?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. Doing my sprints and all that stuff.
Do you have a concern like a...
By the way, do you guys think that when Logan has these podcasts with Jake's future opponents that he's scouting? You ever think he reports back? I mean, granted, it's all on the internet anyway. But just asking these questions, do you think that's like a little bit of brother to brother, hey, let me get as much info as I can out in the public for you type thing? Here's the question I'll ask you guys too. Do you think that he does this when KSI is on the pod and they talk about it? Or is that the one where you think, nah, he doesn't go too in deep with that one?
Anything that you're a little worried about going in?
Hey, no concerns than normal, just nervous. That's about it. All fighters are nervous. All athletes are nervous. I'm not going to let no one tell me because I'm nervous, I'm afraid, because I've been nervous my whole career and I've been very successful.
Mike, I'm going to be honest with you. I love you, Mike.
Same.
And I'm very nervous for you.
Thank you for caring.
I do.
I think a lot of people will get put off by that. Mike's like, thanks for caring, bud. I appreciate it. Again, he's confident in himself. He's like, yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
And I care about my brother. And I know the path he's on right now. And it's ruthless, Mike.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's so cool to watch, and he's really crushing it. And I just feel like I want you to be okay in there, Mike. And I want you got to take him serious, Mike, because I
take him extremely serious. I take him extremely serious. These people don't take him serious.
No, they don't, and it's such a mistake because he's a real killer, Mike. Like, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL before he started boxing. Like in high school, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. He wanted to go kill people on behalf of his country. And
What you're saying is a lot to ask of an audience. It's a lot to ask of an audience to say you should fear for Mike Tyson because Jake Paul is coming through. I'm not saying that it's wrong to say it.
That's true.
But that is a tough pill to swallow. I've had this conversation with Logan many times on this show.
Mike doesn't give a fuck about none of that, bro. I don't know that it really matters if he, looks at Jake like he's some actual killer or he doesn't. The fight is the fight, right? As long as Mike is prepared for what Jake brings and he's aware that Jake can't hurt him, I don't think any of this other shit really matters, dude. What Logan's telling Mike doesn't faze him in the least bit because of who Mike's been in the ring with. And that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the same Mike, and it's not. But you're giving him a reference point based on stories of him wanting to be a Navy SEAL. When Mike fought the greatest of the great, so that's not going to register the same. But the whole he's nervous, he understands that Jake can hurt him, all that is going to. You're lure dumping Jake Paul as if Mike has never stepped in with the highest of high level, the most dangerous men ever,
Hey, I'm fearful. I'm fearful of my 13-year-old son. And this is what I learned through my 58 years of experience. What my experience is that anyone's capable of killing you. In my life and the way I lived my life and what I've seen, anyone's capable of killing you. So you should be apprehensive for anyone. That's just my life, the life that I live. Everyone around me, anybody I know is capable of killing you. even if I don't know you, that's how I look at people. They're all capable of killing you. So I look at them at that, and my objective's like that. So they're capable of killing me. I don't sleep on them. I'm not overconfident with anybody in life.
I think that's how you have to go into this fight. What do I know? But I just know Jake, man, and like, I just want to make sure you're okay.
Oh, I'm gonna be splendid.
Yeah.
Thank God. I appreciate you worried.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good night, man.
Man said splendid.
I care.
But you're also not the only person, dude. Like, there's a lot of athletes, a lot of people out there who are like, I saw KD last night and he was talking about, I don't want to talk about that fight because if something happens to Uncle Mike, it's not going to be fun, dude. People are going to be angry.
They'll be
like
angry,
it's almost like a weird duality for Jake where if he loses, it's problematic, but if he beats Uncle Mike hard and beats him up, like that's a problem too.
It just depends on like what the reaction is if and I think when Jake beats Mike. Because I tend to think it's going to give him real heat. Like I think it's going to give him someone needs to knock him out heat. I mean, maybe I'm wrong and it's going to give him like go home heat, like we're not going to watch this guy heat, but I think it's going to give him like, oh, I need to see this motherfucker get knocked out. I don't see that as problematic for Jake. The only thing that would be problematic about, this whole thing is if Jake floors Mike and people get so upset with it that they don't want to watch him fight anymore. That would be the only thing that became problematic out of it.
Y'all playing patty cakes out there? You're trying to kill each other. Well, what's the plan?
Listen, Logan, you know what's going on. There's no patty cake going on out there.
No, you can't because when you're out there, the environment is just so tense. You've worked so hard for this moment. Everything you put your whole life into is on the line. You can't like fake that.
Hey, this is what's gonna happen to make everything short. 2 men are gonna fight. Somebody's gonna win. They might fight again, and then they go to their separate banks, and life goes on.
Yeah.
Again? What do you mean they might fight again? We got a rematch clause in here? I think Mike might have just given up game. Are we getting a rematch? Yeah, I don't know if Mike was supposed to say that, but of course not. Of course, like if you got Mike Tyson, even with the Roy Jones thing, right? Like while that was an exhibition, it didn't look like a regular fight, but it also didn't look like a spar. It was somewhere kind of in the middle. And you know damn well once this thing was pro that Jake is not going to treat it. Well, Jake will treat it like his spars because his spars are fights. But once it was pro, you knew that Mike was coming in and he's going to treat it as a fight as well. I don't see any way in which they go out and, like he said, play patty game. I think Jake's going to try to hurt him. I think Mike is going to do his damnedest to try to hurt Jake.
And then I think I did your podcast. We may have been smoking a little bit, but obviously now that you're in fight camp, have you had to pull back on the recreational usage of marijuana?
Just a little.
What about the mushrooms? Oh,
no way.
Stop,
bro.
No way. No way. Let me observe them again. I got to see them. I got to look at them just like last time. All right, what do we got here? This is a little bit of a lighter.
This dude's just walking around with a plastic bag full of mushrooms? We're less than 2 months away from the fight, and this dude's on all the psychedelics. He's still smoking and doing mushrooms? God dang. Yeah, bro, this is bad. I mean, shit, who can take it from him? I'm not saying that, but if you want the demon to come out, stop the mushrooms, stop the weed. Lay off the weed.
Are you going to take these shrooms today?
I have to take them when I train. I always train with my mushrooms.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I train on mushrooms.
Why?
Because I feel beautiful. It makes me takes me to heaven, baby.
That's amazing.
Number
but
4.
That's the thing that scares me. I know what
Number 4 on the beautiful counter, by the way.
people on mushrooms are like. They want to hug and laugh. You ever tried like meth?
Meth? Listen, know what happened? No, this happened to me once. I check this out. I go to my probation officer. Oh, I shouldn't even say this shit. All right.
We can cut it. We can cut it if you don't want.
No, I want you to say whatever. Listen, I go to my probation officer, right? So I did some cocaine, but I did some cocaine like 2 or 3 days ago, right? But I go to, well, at least I thought I did cocaine. So then I go to take my blood. So I did.
Oh yeah, Mike is a freaking addict, buddy. Holy fuck.
You know, it's been 3 or 4 days. Cocaine's out my system. Yeah. So my probation officer said, Mike, you came up positive for meth. I know the tweaker when I see one. I'm like, what? He just thought because I'm Mike, he's not going to do no meth. He's stupid. If he did meth, he's stupid. It's Mike Tyson. But it's a fake test, Mike, but it was as real as can be. I did some meth.
Accidental meth.
Mike has done every single drug known to man at this point. I mean, I'm sure black tar heroin is in there too. I mean, what are we talking about? How is this man still functioning? He has tranquilized himself with mushroom and then I guess come out of his sedative state with cocaine and then lost his mind on meth apparently and then came back to earth on the weed. I don't understand, bro.
You on mushrooms for your fight?
Maybe if I'm not on mushrooms, I'll be on
PCP.
That's a good one too.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Residue of mushrooms. And I won't be on mushrooms, I'll be on a residue of
Like
mushrooms.
a psilocybin, like.
Yeah. Ooh, psilocybin.
We need to do a whole show on drugs, me and you.
Yeah, bro. They need to the psych ward psychedelics. I already got the name for the podcast, but good Lord, bro. He's going to be on some sort of shrooms during the fight? I don't even know if that's legal, dude.
So you think dinosaurs were doing meth?
I think
Distillery.
dinosaurs invented all the drugs.
No.
I think all the residue, the shit, the piss, I think that's invented all the drugs.
Bro, Kevin Durant would lose his mind right now. Kevin Durant told me.
All right, this is when you know you've gone too far into the psychedelics. This is insane. Yeah, who let Mike cook? Somebody cooked meth and gave it to Mike, and somehow he came to the conclusion that the piss and shit of dinosaurs created drugs. I don't think does that look like the face of a man that's joking to you? I don't even know how to contextualize any of that. Like, is Mike saying that a pterodactyl shitted on the ground and then the ground from the shit of the pterodactyl created mushrooms that he ingests now, or that they created the fertilization made another plant that then the T-Rex took out his fat dick and pissed on, and the combination of the plant and the T-Rex piss and the pterodactyl shit created weed? Like, what is he saying, dude?
He doesn't believe that dinosaurs ever existed.
Well,
what do you have to say directly to Kevin Durant about that, dude? He was positive. He said, we don't know what they look like. We don't know where these bones are coming from. I do not believe that dinosaurs existed. What do you say to that?
Well, I can only say this. I don't believe the man walked on the moon either.
I don't.
We are going so crazy from spot to spot. So we went from dinosaurs created drugs to Kevin Durant saying dinosaurs don't exist, which is maybe just as insane to take to me, to then we didn't walk on the moon. I don't know which one is more close to the truth.
Yeah, well, we've been able to see the Mike Tyson arc, you know, and
This is
man,
crazy.
yeah, like I said, just so wise. Do you have any idea how the pyramids were invented?
Listen,
Bro,
right?
Logan is patronizing Mike to his face, and Mike doesn't understand it. That's kind of crazy, bro. He's like straight up just patronizing him straight to his face.
You might not be ready to hear this.
I'm like, babe, come on.
Mike, it's about pigeons.
Go for it. You eat pigeons.
No, I don't. I don't eat pigeons, Mike.
Thank God.
Mike, there's a lot of people out there right now who believe that pigeons are actually CIA drones.
They're capable of it.
No, but they're not.
What am I watching, bro? You could have told Mike that pigeons shoot lasers out of their eyes, and this man would have been like, yeah, you know, they're capable. I know he has a love for pigeons, but what the are we talking about? This is the phase adapt thing he's going to?
I'm sure they have it. My birds are not like that, but listen.
How do you know your birds?
Listen, let me tell you something about
Sorry,
pigeons.
Mike Tyson.
I'm sorry, man. Listen.
Again, Tyson is starting to catch on. You're being a little asshole about these. Oh, sorry, Mike Tyson. He's starting to get serious with him, dude.
And what, remind me, because I know we talked about it in the first episode, but what did the pigeons originally do for you? What do they do for you now? Why do you love pigeons so much?
Oh, this is a long story. This is crazy. I might cry. Listen, right? I used to get bullied, and this guy bullied me and killed my pigeon, hit me in the face with the pigeon and shit, kicked me, spit on me. And my first fight was over a pigeon.
No way.
First fight ever.
No way.
So it started
this.
That's crazy.
I'm a fucking pigeon.
Oh, you got to ride with the pigeons till
Till I
it's
die.
over. Yeah, dude.
Till I die.
Dude, he is. He's getting emotional over that. That's insane, bro. We've sat here and laughed about the pigeon stuff. He just told us such a casual story, like, bro, a guy killed his pigeon, broke it in half, and threw it at him and spit on him and shit. And that spawned Mike Tyson. Obviously, that's a tragic story, and nothing, obviously, you know, no one should take light in that. But without this dead pigeon, Mike Tyson may not have become Mike Tyson.
That's serious. It's the real deal.
No, that's insane.
Real deal.
You know, Jake is fighting under the pseudonym El Gallo.
Guy, that's pigeon, right?
Or it's Rooster.
Rooster.
So would you be, what if you, does that worry you at all that maybe you might hurt a fellow pigeon or rooster?
Well, listen, I got to take the Hawks and Falcons out sometime.
Yes,
Yeah.
wow.
They hit my bird. Boom, boom.
The pigeon versus the rooster. Mike the pigeon Tyson versus Jake El Gallo Paul. Literal human cockfighting.
I have my father in the room. So, Dad, you want to take a seat? You wanna take a seat here? So he's also the father of Jake Paul.
They let Greg out of the cage to get on the freaking to get on the pod. Let's go, dude.
And now he's fighting your son. That's got to be an interesting experience.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal. I mean, we grew up having cousins over and my brothers watching you fight, and I remember just the black shoes, black shorts, nothing else, walking out like the coolest, baddest motherfucker around, and we loved it.
So
This has got to be a dope moment though for GP. Fair play to Logan, man, for sitting him down. That's fire. Because everybody's dad would be in awe getting to sit next to Mike Tyson, bro. Like, most people of this age, of your age, like of my age group, their fathers are massive Mike Tyson fans. This is like dream shit for Greg, for sure.
So are you nervous for Jake?
Fuck yeah, it's a fight. And this is the baddest motherfucker on the planet. So yeah. Hell yeah.
Ever.
Anything you want to say to Mike? Maybe ask him not to hurt Jake.
It's gonna be okay. One piece, one piece.
Here's a question. So Jake said out there 10 3-minute rounds. Is that going to happen or no?
No, it's gonna be 2-minute rounds.
Okay.
We're gonna have more action.
Yeah, it's going to be fast.
I do like that
fast
theory.
pace.
It'll be fast.
Yeah, we don't want 10 threes. We do not want that. Mike is 58. It's a bad idea for him to be doing this in the first place. But 10 threes, no, dude.
You cover every generation. It is insane to watch. And people are branding this as potentially one of the biggest fights ever. I really think it could
stop.
be.
It's the biggest fight ever.
I think so. I think it could be.
The biggest fight ever.
I mean, listen, I've told you guys that I think this will be the biggest fight since the Rumble in the Jungle, as far as the amount of eyes that potentially can be on it. It'll be interesting to see, like, the biggest fight ever. What was the number, by the way? What was the number? How many people watched the Rumble in the Jungle? What's crazy about this, by the way, is that the Rumble in the Jungle was on closed-circuit television. So this is reportedly 1 billion people. I think that was maybe an estimated number, but it's crazy that closed-circuit television was able to produce that number, which is essentially pay-per-view before pay-per-view, right? You didn't have to pay for it in a pay-per-view setting. You could go to the movie theater. It could be shown. As long as you had the company or whoever the ability to buy the fight, you could go and watch it in theaters. You can go watch in these massive gathering spaces, like. But still, 1 billion people tuned in for that fight. So will this beat out the Rumble in the Jungle? Probably, I don't know. Not maybe. Who knows? Like, if you count, I don't know how you count it, but it's gonna be, because Netflix is 270 million people. Because the fight won't be, there won't be a paywall behind the Netflix already 270 million subscribers. This will be one of the two, I would say. It's this and Rumble in the Jungle.
What do you think about the Fury Molly May breakup? It's been big news
Tell me
over
about
the past week. Oh wow!
What happened? Molly?
One of the most beloved relationships
Molly is
on the.
I look at Molly. That's a narcotic.
Oh,
No, it's not the
No. So actually,
Mike is so zooted. He heard Molly and was like, "Where's it at, bro? Let's hit it. Let's get the Molly going."
no, this is one of the most beloved couples in the world, especially in the UK. It's a very sad moment for the internet and for love as a whole to see these two split ways. What do you have to say?
This is what no one knows the pain. No one knows the pain of the heavyweight champion when he's alone.
Got it.
We see him. I saw him.
Tell him. We gotta tell him.
I saw him falling down in the street.
Oh, he thinks he's talking about Tyson Fury, not Tommy Fury.
We beat ourselves up. We torment ourselves. Tell me something. You guys are going what?
Let's go.
It's actually his brother. His
little brother, Tommy
Fury, the one that Jake fought.
What's Tommy doing?
He broke up with Molly.
No, I think
Who the fuck is Molly?
It took a long time to get there, but there you go.
I'm thinking about getting high. He thought we were talking about.
He thought, oh my God, Mike Tyson thought that Tyson Fury was using Molly to go through losing the heavyweight championship or potentially a divorce? Is that what he... Oh, my God. And it's not even Tyson's fault. These fools set him up, bro. Tyson just hears Fury and thinks of the guy that was named after him, and he's met him a couple times, and he just lost the belt. Man, fuck these guys, but setting up Mike like that, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, thank you for watching Impulsive. What a great honor with legend for the second time.
Yep.
Love you so much, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.
Love shrooms.
There it is. Mike Tyson loves shrooms, and that's one of the most bizarre podcasts I think I've ever watched in my life. But there were some tidbits of fun. There was complete chaos and moments where Mike Tyson reminds you that as crazy and fucked up as he is, as psychotic as he potentially can be at any moment's notice, he has this ability to make you love him, in moments make you also terrified of him. That's the only way I know how to describe Mike. He is controlled chaos at all times, but The biggest question that we still don't have answers to, what happens in this fight with Jake Paul? How did dinosaurs piss meth? And did we actually ever walk on the moon? I don't have those answers. Apparently Mike Tyson does, but on November 15th, will he beat Jake Paul? Guess we'll find out.